Today on Drawbli, Abby is drawing
cats.
Click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
What is this photo? Is this cat real?
I have no idea. It's a cute photo. We're not going to see it very long though, because in this video, I'm sketching lots of different cats.
Oh, not just one.
Yes, I collected a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are very quick. The purpose of these was I was feeling a little art blocky.
Whoa,
so
those are cool shapes.
Thank you. I wasn't going to try to get in depth on anything. I thought, you know what? Inspiration finds you working, as we say in this household.
It is.
So I was just going to do this almost just like a warm up, but I ended up drawing cats for much longer than I initially thought I would and experimenting with different things more than I thought I would. Oh, thank you. So I made a whole video out of it because come on, draw some cats, all different kinds of cats.
Draw some
leopards,
cats with us.
Tigers, kitty cats.
How long did you spend on these cats?
Well, that one was a few minutes. I wrote the time on each of them, but since this is sped up, it's only on the screen for a few minutes.
We talking like 5-10 minutes or?
Yeah, less than that on some of them. This one, if we watch closely, we'll see it.
I'm watching
we'll
close. I'm going
oh
to
my
tell.
Goodness. This one was 4 to 5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes on that. So on average, about 5 minutes a piece on these first passes. So yeah, because I was just trying to make them flowy. I was trying to get the flowiness of cats down pat.
Cats got flow, huh?
Cats got a lot of flow.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Loish's cats.
Wait, you like Loish?
Yeah, a little. I mean, a lot. Yes, we know I like Loish.
Oh my goodness.
So I did a quick rough pass thinking, well, I'm probably going to like one of these drawings enough to really go in on it and make it a finished piece. And I kind of do that later, kind of. I do a rough color pass on each of these, but I was feeling so, not all of them, but some of them, but I was feeling so art blocky that I didn't do a good job on any of that. So when I do the color pass, just know, I just did it just to kind of get through some art blocks, but I didn't take any of them too far.
Tell me about your art block. What exactly does that mean here in this instance?
It was a rainy day, and I didn't really know what to draw, and so I didn't know what to draw.
That is not a cat.
That's not a cat. This is the last one, and I couldn't help it. The little piggy, so cute.
So it was a rainy day.
It was a rainy day.
Didn't know what to draw.
We were at Starbucks, and this is what I did to try to like get myself through that art block. Because, you know, you can be in an art block situation and accept that it's there and just let that energy course through your body of art block. It's not actually that much of a big deal.
Let's define it, because I think art block is a really obscure, generalistic thing. Did you not want to draw?
Maybe it's not that I didn't want to draw, but maybe I was not feeling as much like motivation and like interest, like that passionate flow interest. You know, when you're in like flow and you're like really into it and making stuff, I was having trouble finding that energy. And part of my use of the word energy, it works really well for me to describe what I feel like I'm talking about. But I was having trouble finding that. So I was like, if I draw a lot, quantity over quality, maybe I'm gonna find it along the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And at one point I pull in some Loish sketches and copy those. And then one of the cats that I draw, I was actually quite pleased with it, even though he was also a quick sketch.
Did inspiration find you?
Working? Absolutely. Another thing I did after my color passes was I remembered a little blurb from a Loish workbook we have that was about take a rounded sketch you have and try making it an angular sketch instead. So after these color passes, after my final sketches, I went through and did a very angular repass on all the cats.
Oh, really?
Yes. So yeah, this is just a version of, I guess.
That face looks so cool.
Thank you. This is the cat that I'm actually very pleased with. You may recognize him from the thumbnail of this video, which you haven't seen yet because I haven't created yet, of course. But he is going to be, I think, in the thumbnail.
I've not seen any of your cats.
Yeah.
This one looks amazing.
Thank you.
Like, that looks incredible.
He is my favorite out of all of them that I created.
Wow.
Yeah, he looks kind of like a Maine Coon, maybe.
I feel like you are kind of surpassing me quite a lot lately, and I'm gonna have to play some catch up here.
I think you will, but I bet you have something that's about to blow me out of the water, because I've seen some of what you've been working on lately that's coming up, and
Which one?
the apples.
Oh, the apples.
The apples.
You mean the very simplistic spheres that I painted?
Those are much more than a simplistic sphere. Those are a mastery of brushwork and stroke economy and communication of color. I tried to do apples too, and they didn't come close, and I got discouraged.
So here are the Loish cats.
Yes.
Do you copy all of them, or are you just copying one? What are we doing here?
I copied all of them briefly. I didn't take time to make them perfectly detailed or anything, but I just to like feel the flow. It's so nice to copy somebody else's work. Look at this cat. It's the same shape in the body almost as she does for a lot of her thighs. Kind of just a little more squashed. I thought that was interesting.
What do you like about these cats here?
Everything.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
even, if I knew how to describe it, then maybe I would be able to like realistically copy Loish's work on a more consistent basis.
It's one of the steps to get there.
Is to be able to describe it?
Yeah, to be able to break it down. You know, take some time to analyze and pick out the things that you like, pick out some of the things that you don't. Because there's going to be some of both.
Well,
you say you like everything about them, but I bet we could find some things that you don't like about them.
No.
So we recently got our Loish, our book 3, which is the style of Loish. I kickstarted it a while back, and we finally got it in the mail. And it comes with, or I paid a little extra to get, a workbook. Mm-hmm. And in that workbook, after we do like a few more things here, we are going to go through that workbook and try to do some of the exercises and talk about them here on Drawbli. I think also something we want to do is try to do some kind of like, you know, maybe bigger course. We're not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but we have been doing a lot of drawing for about the past year, a lot of painting. And we've been talking about, trying to
look at this tiger's face. It looks just like a monkey.
It looked really cool.
I'll have to put that up on screen for a second again. Monkey.
I like the shape language.
But yeah, I'm excited to try like a bigger like course. Studies are great, and I'm learning so much just from studying other artworks. And I was flipping through the Loish workbook, and she recommended like, hey, take your flowy work, try making it angular. And so that's
which we have done before.
Yeah, so this was something I decided to try to apply to all these cats to see what I ended up liking about that. I actually liked how both those leopards turned out, those snow leopards.
So Abby's looking for something a little more structured with a course, and I am also like, I love learning just in general, and I'm really excited for, that is such a cool shape.
Thanks.
I am really excited to figure out exactly what we're gonna do with that.
Yeah, me too. There's so many good courses out there, so many great artists who have put out so much great educational material, but unfortunately, you can't do all of them. There's so many. So we're gonna try to pick one that we feel like we can both work from. I really liked that Apple video that Proco put out.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that artist
in our next video.
Yeah. For
Yay.
sure. And talk about, he has a course as well with some he's been doing educational content for a long time, even longer than I have. So, we'll talk about that more here soon.
We'll talk more soon.
We'll talk more. My people will contact your people.
My people will talk to your people, and their people will talk to their people, and all the people will talk to each other, and it'll be a big game of telephone.
Well, is this the cat that you said you work on like a lot more?
Not even a whole lot more. I do an angular pass on him, but we've already got a color pass on him that I like too. So yeah, there's our finished pieces.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
So with angles and round shapes, it's not necessarily about doing one or the other, but one thing that you learn about in gesture and from practicing those things, these are beautiful.
Thank you.
Is that it's about contrast.
Yeah.
It's about rhythm.
I agree.
So, having Disney refers to this concept and idea as straights and curves, and that's how I often refer to it as. In contrasting these simple and complex shapes, which is what I like to think of it more as. Because it's not always about straight and curve. It's more about contrasting simple and complex.
Yes. Well, that's the end of my cats. I don't show any more in the slow bit here, but I hope everybody enjoyed cats, and I hope everybody will try drawing some cats too and show me how you did.
Everybody needs to try drawing at least one cat. I demand it. I'm gonna do it too, and we're gonna share it on Instagram or somewhere. I don't know, with hashtag Drawbli.
We're getting back on our Instagram game.
Yeah, we're totally
Check
going
it out.
to do that.
Drawbli on Instagram.
Yeah. We've made like 2 posts over the last year, but we're gonna make more.
We
And
are.
if you want to see more here on the Drawbli YouTube channel, make sure you click that subscribe button.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And this is the part where we say
Goodbye.
Goomba.
Should we get a cat?
We should get as many cats as you just drew so that we have lots of reference. Actually, we already have a cat. It visits us every morning on
That's
the porch.
our neighbor's cat. And that cat's...
You don't like
too-
Roscoe?
I like Roscoe, but I think there's a cat for us out there.
Wow, Abby.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell Roscoe that you said that.
You can tell Roscoe. He knows.